Welcome to Community Foundation Spotlight. We have a wonderful treat for this program. It's something that you can really only take advantage of once a year, and so we are thrilled to have Bonnie Luna, who's with the Magi Fund, to talk with us about this unique opportunity so that hopefully people who haven't experienced it yet do not miss it. Welcome, Bonnie.
Good morning, Erica. It is a joy to be here with you this morning and to talk about our 24th annual Magi Choral Festival.
Now, we have been blessed to work together for many years because the Magi Fund works with the Community Foundation to help realize this vision, this whole reason for pulling this choral festival together every year. So let's start. We're going to definitely get to the festival, but let's start with a little bit of background as to what the Magi Fund is.
Well, the Magi Fund was founded with one purpose, and that purpose is to support the ministries of Joseph House Center and Christian Shelter. So 100% of every dollar that the Magi Fund raises goes directly to those two organizations to help them with their support of the homeless and the impoverished in the community.
And you do that in two very important ways. You do that through giving directly to them,
yes,
through the proceeds that you raise, and then also you have created an endowment fund at the Community Foundation over the past 20 plus years to make sure that they will forever have support coming from these actions.
Yes, when the Magi Fund established their endowment with the Community Foundation, we made the commitment, Erica, that 20% of every dollar that we raise will go into that endowment so that the Christian Shelter and the Joseph House Center will have support in perpetuity.
And these two organizations, in the event that someone viewing hasn't heard of them or doesn't know the wonderful and much needed support that they provide to the community, what is the Joseph House and the Christian Shelter, and how do they serve our area?
Well, both organizations are nonprofit ministries that serve the impoverished and the homeless. The Christian Shelter, of course, because that is their name, the Christian Shelter focuses on supporting the homeless in the community. They have housing for men, single women, families, and women with children. Today, the ministry is much more focused on families and women with children than when it was originally founded, which was really just for single men and single women. So the big need today is for housing for families.
And Joseph House is another valuable service in the community, complementing some similar needs, but they do it a little bit differently.
They do. They do not provide housing for women or families. However, they do have what is called Joseph's Workshop, and they have a ministry to homeless men, but it is not a short-term program. It is a long-term program where they take homeless men off the street, set them up in a program where for approximately 18 months, these individuals are given every opportunity and every program in order to turn their lives around and to become productive citizens again. So if they have issues with addiction, no matter what the need is, the Joseph House Workshop will work with those individuals to help them turn their lives around. And then in addition to the workshop, Joseph House has a ministry that meets the needs of the individuals in the community that come to them. There really is no limit to what the needs are, but they are meeting the needs of the impoverished, whether it's food, support for medicine. Oftentimes the need is to help the individual pay a utility bill so that they do not become homeless. So Joseph House is just whatever the need is, if they can meet it with finances and or services, they do that. Oftentimes they're working between the individual and possibly a rental company, a utility company, a doctor's office to get medicine, things such as that.
So really to help bridge those gaps. And so
yes,
Magi Fund is doing this amazing work, which is basically just to help them raise resources, because we all know that they're so focused on mission that it's just a wonderful gift that you and all of the volunteers that are part of the Magi Fund have been able to provide to them. So the Magi Fund, over its history, its founding since 1994, has collectively raised, you said, over $1.5 million
Yes.
to support this. That is impressive, Bonnie. All volunteer.
All volunteer. Erica, we do not have an office. We're very untraditional in that we don't have an office, we don't have a paid staff. We work off of our kitchen tables. We ask the community to support our efforts, and so we don't pay any, we don't have a single expense other than a post office box, and we always have to pay for those postage stamps.
Yes, well, but it has certainly been a good investment on your part, because the big news this time of year is that the Magi Fund is hosting its annual Choral Festival. And so let's make sure we spend some time talking about that. What is the Choral Festival for? First of all, when is it this year?
The Choral Festival is always the weekend before Thanksgiving. This year the dates are November 18th and 19th. That's Saturday, November 18th, and Sunday, November the 19th.
And you have multiple shows, I believe, during the days, so that people, because you have a 7 p.m. on the Saturday and a 2 p.m. on the Sunday performance. And so if people want to get tickets, they can get those in advance.
Yes.
And where would they find those?
Tickets are available at all branches of First Shore Federal Savings and Loan. So there are branches in Lower Delaware, Dewey Beach, I believe, and then Pocomo, Snow Hill, Berlin, Ocean Pines, any place that there is a First Shore Federal bank office. Folks can go there.
Right downtown Salisbury? They can see Marty Neat?
Yes. South Division downtown. And then, of course, Country House on East Main Street.
And the tickets are $15 in advance, or after November 10th and at the door, people can get them for $20.
That's correct.
Now, this is often a very filled up performance, so I would caution people for waiting to the last minute, because it could be that you don't have an opportunity to get a ticket. Because I know the times that I have been, it is a full house, Bonnie.
Yes. Historically, we sell out, which is such a blessing. But Erica, you know what? I really think it's important that we share with the listening audience that a ticket costs $15. And anyone who purchases a ticket and comes to the Choral Festival, I think I can say unequivocally that they are going to have such a blessing. We hear every year from folks who attend the Choral Festival what an amazing program it is and how it really sets the tone for their holiday. And in many respects, people say it is the highlight of their holiday. But as fun as it is to go to the concert and receive that blessing and be so entertained, if you will, the real emphasis is that the $15 is an investment in the life of an individual here in this community. So we would hope that folks would not think about purchasing a ticket, but rather making an investment in the lives of those individuals who are either facing homelessness, they're already homeless, they have a need that they can't possibly meet. And so this is really a contribution, a donation, and a way to help those individuals. So come, buy your ticket, be blessed, be entertained, but know that in the big picture, you're really helping an individual who otherwise could not help themselves.
I think that is a very nice way to talk about the biggest investment people can make is into each other in their community to make sure that we're lifting each other up. The National Christian Choir, the Magi Children's Choir, which is always a real joy to watch, right at Wycomico High School Auditorium, so it's easy to get to, certainly convenient. Tickets are $15 now or $20 at the door. Thank you for blessing our community, Bonnie, and all of the volunteers that work with you in the Magi Fund to bring this occasion to us once a year. I know it is no simple task to put that all together.
This year, Erica, the theme is a patriotic Christmas, so folks will be doubly blessed if they come out and share this wonderful event with us.
Well, we appreciate all the work that you do on behalf of all the people that you've served over the years in raising these funds and supporting the Joseph House and the Christian Shelter. So I encourage all of our viewers to revisit the Choral Festival. If you've been in past years, you certainly know what a joy it is. If you haven't been, this is an excellent year to go with the Magi Fund's annual Choral Festival, A Patriotic Christmas. We've enjoyed having you, Bonnie. Thank you for your time today. You've been watching Community Foundation Spotlight, and we'll see you soon.